month ago, PBC Shea in Buipe officially resumed operations after a prolonged shutdown since 2019, with management expressing optimism for job creation and adding value to Ghana's shea industry. The reopening aligns with the government's 24-hour economic policy and aims to create jobs for women and young people. The relaunch has highlighted concerns about a potential raw material shortage and prompted calls for a ban on raw shea nut exports to ensure a consistent supply for the factory and promote domestic value addition. Well, let's take you there now. Christopher Amoako is a man on the ground. He's joining us with the very latest on this story. Christopher, are you at PBC Shea right now?
Yes, Kevin, I can confirm to you that I'm there.
Indeed. Tell us what you have observed with the reopening. Looks very rather quiet behind you.
Yes, so the workers are actually working, but because they are supposed to get some chemicals before they'll be able to produce at full scale, they have actually been producing at 50%, and so they are able to do 80 tons of shea nuts a day, and so instead of doing about 200 tons of shea nuts a day, they are able to do 80 tons of shea nuts a day as it stands now. But I can confirm to you that work is in progress at PBC Shea here in Buipe.
I see the residents must be elated by the job prospects that this could bring. Talk to us about their response to the reopening.
Yes, they are very happy because some of them have actually been employed 3 months ago. Even before the reopening, they had started the processes of getting people to work. Those who had lost their jobs as a result of the closure of the factory since 2019, most of them have been brought back to the factory to work, and so they are very happy that work has commenced, and they hope that it will be sustainable going forward, so that their source of livelihood will be assured. Others are also saying that once the factory is going to operate 24 hours, they are hoping that they will also be engaged to also do other things at the factory. Let's take a listen to what some of the people who have been employed there have been telling me.
I started working here around 2012, and we've worked up to 2019, and it seems there was some breakages of the work. We stopped for some time. We stopped from there up to 2005. From the time we were working, things were moving on well for all the staffs. Some were able to marry, some build, some establish businesses. And from the time the work shut down, in fact, there was some difficulties among the staffs, especially those who were permanent workers. The permanent workers were not maybe allowed to go to somewhere to work, because your mind is that anytime you can be called. And so we remain in that condition for some time until after the election 2025, we resume work again. And there is a hope seeing what is happening and the type of leadership they brought. With their actions, we are seeing that the work actually is going to start with volume.
I've been here like 3 months now, and then I've applied to so many places, but thank God PBC is able to pick me as a cleaner, and I'm very happy to be one of the cleaners here. I'll be able to help my siblings, like the younger ones. That is my junior sister, who is still at the junior secondary school, and then my junior brother too, who is learning the work at the site.
Christopher, we expect to hear many more of such stories as the company continues to thrive. But, you know, is it able to do the 24-hour service as it plans to do?
Yes, so currently the factory, even though it's not operating at full capacity, that is 100%, but with the 50% it is operating, it's able to span through the 24 hours. So if you go there at night, you see the workers there putting things in order. They first of all carry the nuts to the machine, they grind, waiting to mill the next day. And so work is in progress throughout the day, and they are able to do the 24 hours. Let's take a listen to what the district chief executive for the Central Gonja district has to say about the resumption of work by PBC.
For the transformer to come and transform PBC for them to get the jobs. So I have hope and confidence that once they get themselves over there to work, they will do the best and get the best out of PBC. All the advice I will give is that they should be very, very careful, and they should be aware that this is the only project, this is the only government project or government factory that we have in the Savannah region, for that matter, Central Gonja. So we should be very careful when we are dealing with this product. Sometimes small stealing and other things, unlawful taking of money and other things will grant it, because this project is going to operate, feed itself, and pay the workers. So once it is operational and the workers there are faithful and enough to do what is expected of them, they can pay themselves and generate profit and develop the country as well.
And Christopher, in terms of getting raw materials for the factory, what do they plan to do to replenish the trees as they bear fruit and they use those?
Yes, so the district chief executive has just informed me during that interview that they have gazetted some laws, bylaws of the assembly, indicating that if you cut down one shea tree, you are going to replant about 10 to 20 shea trees. They are also in talks with the traditional authorities and other stakeholders to ensure that the shea tree is protected. Now, quite apart from that, you know that charcoal burning and felling of trees is very rampant in the Savannah region, and so this is the reason why this call or this laws are to be adhered to, so that it will prevent other people from felling these trees. Now, apart from this, Kemini, the assembly is also ensuring that, you know, government has placed a ban on the exportation of shea nuts, and so they are hoping that the borders will be protected so that the raw materials in the communities can feed the factory to be able to remain operational.
Christopher, nice talking to you. Thank you so much for the report.